All right, folks, I'm going to go live just a minute or two early. It's not as early as I wanted to, but I just got sidetracked. I was doing some stuff and trying to finish up some last morning things. Got Tony from Kettle Kitchen in today. He's down in the green room just waiting patiently. We'll get him up very, very quickly because we want everybody to hear what he has to say. Let me look here. We got Shaz 73. How are you doing this morning? Heather from Garden to Table with Heather Lynn. Camp Silky, Annette. Appreciate y'all coming. Got a couple of Annettes in here. Got some Annette from Down Under. Got my buddy Cody over there, the Crappie Slayer. I want you to know something. That fella, he was yanking them crappie in. Got David over there at Rustic Outdoors. Appreciate you coming. Hey, man, I know you're a busy fella. Got Danny from Wicked Awesome Garden. Got, look at here. Lydia made it on time. What in the world's going on with this world? Sweet King's Garden. Y'all check her out. Really like her. There's Audacity, don't it? How in the world are you? Misplaced Country Girl. Chris and Larry. I'm hurrying through this because I'm going to get Tony up here very quick. He's got to go. Glenn and Jessica. Hey, man. Y'all doing it? Hey, I got some questions I need to ask you. There's Tony. He's just telling everybody good morning. Teresa. She's got all kind of knowledge down there about gardening. Wendy. Benjamin. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you this morning. We're going to pop on in. We're going to get I'm sorry. I just skipped right on by you, Michelle. I did not mean to at all. It just, y'all know how it is. Y'all do this stuff all the time, so you know how the things skip on you. Drunken Chef Barbecue. Look, that guy drives me crazy. He puts some good cooking videos out and makes me hungry, and I think, hey, I can do that. I go in there and I burn stuff and I make a mess of it. There's Shelby. Y'all want to know something? This girl, it embarrasses me every time I watch her videos because she's so all well-dressed. She got everything seemed like in a line, in a row. I go out there and my garden's a mess. And I'm, you know how I look. I look scrumpy all the time, but she looks always so put up. But she knows her stuff now. Y'all want to know about gardening? Go check out old Shelby. Got Amanda. There's my friend from Tennessee, or from going to be in Tennessee. She's in Chicago now. But the Mod Father, good buddy. There, Jesse and Lisa, I'm assuming is with him. And doggone, this thing jumped. Look, I barely have my garden in this year. I know y'all have had some time up there. That's Jess. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get him up here. If I skipped you, I did not mean to. I think I seen a Homestead and Hustle in here. I did. Y'all go check her out. I like her. She's my type people, y'all. She really is. But let me get Tony up here so he can tell you what he's got going on. How in the world are you, Tony?
Good. How are you today?
Man, I'm just living life. You up early over there. Y'all, he's on the West Coast. Yeah.
I was going to talk to you about changing the times because this is a little early.
Well, I've been doing it this time. It's 10 o'clock over on the East Coast. It's over there where Annette is. It's evening time, I think, in Australia. Mm-hmm. So I have a hard time. And this works for me because it gives me time to wake up and kind of get my eyes open. Y'all, Queen Wave. Hold on, let me get. Tell us what you got going on, Tony.
Well, I got a few more minutes, so I'm not as stressed as I was for time, but I got to head out a little earlier, but I'm not as stressed as I was. So
we will just take what we can get.
Okay.
Sure. Got Nick in here. Yeah, I know I've missed some of you, and I apologize. I do, but Tony came. Tony's got a collaboration called JAMITUPJUNE, and y'all know something? June is tomorrow.
Yep.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy? It's already
Moving
June.
really fast. Yep.
My goodness. But anyway,
So if you want to,
go ahead, Tony.
I'll jump in real quick. So in the month of June, which starts tomorrow, we got 30 days of jam, jellies, and preserves. Each day of the month, there will be a new video coming out from a different channel. There are 31 channels that are involved in the collaboration. Day one, which would be tomorrow, will be mine, and then another channel will be posting theirs out, which is Flavorful Channel, or the Flavorful Home. Sorry. And then as we go through that progression, we'll get to the 30th of June, which will have a live stream for giveaway. And basically it'll just sum up everything that happened through the month. And then we have prizes we're giving out with everything involved. I think there's 19 prizes that we're giving away. And those are going to be open as a random pick from different videos throughout the month. And then also Jesse and Lisa are also helping co-sponsor that. We're also going to be giving away, I think it's now 6 bottles of vanilla, and they're covering part of the cost on that. But it will only be for people that are present inside of the chat that day. So we have 2 other sponsors. So we have McSunley, which is a kitchenware corporation. They're going to donate a 21.5 quart water bath, stainless steel, induction capable canner.
Who is that?
And McSunley is the corporation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they at least as it pertains to what I'm looking at, they do stock pots and canners and things like that. I know they do a bunch of other things, but that's one of the things. That gift or giveaway actually is the only one that we're limited to who can have it. It's only available to those within the lower 48, so it doesn't include Alaska, Hawaii, or territories or international, because it's part of their shipping policy. So we're kind of stuck to it since it's coming from them. And then we have trying to look at what else. We got a 12 quart stainless steel encapsulated stock pot, an 8 quart stainless steel encapsulated stock pot. We have a 7 quart steam bath canner we're giving away. Then there's some different books we're doing. Then we also have the 4 Jar Lids Corporation or company, which is a lid company. At this point, they have donated over $400 in product and gift cards as part of the giveaway.
I heard you mention something about 4 Jar Lids the other day somewhere. I can't remember where, probably on live or something. And I've seen somebody else was using Deep South Homestead, I think, was using them. Do you like them? Do you like the lids?
I love them. The manufacturing of the lid is so much different than what we get from the other companies. I'll just put it that way.
Well, I seen the way that it had it looked like it fit on the jar, and to throw it out sliding.
Right. So the one of the things that goes along with canning, at least the way we do it now, it's a 2 lid system is what it's called. And you have a lid that goes over the top, and then you have a screw band. Sorry for the early morning. You have a screw band that goes down, and that is part of the process that seals it in there, because underneath the lid there is a compound. Okay, that compound attaches to the jar, which then as it heats up, it seals to the jar. The thing I like about these lids is that the width of that area to go over the jar seems to be bigger. It seems to hold intact. And of all the lids I've done or used off of it, I've never had one that's not sealed because of that. Okay. The other lids out there that have been there for a while, they've started deteriorating in quality. We've had more that haven't sealed like they're supposed to. More damage has been done to them. So for me specifically, this company has provided a product that is just better than the others are as of right now. So, and the cost and price is considerably right there with the other ones. So
let me ask, do you have to order them online, or are they offering them in like your local stores?
they're actually right. You can get, I think you can get them. I know you can get them on Amazon. Make sure where you're getting them from, though. Make sure they're coming from the company. They're not a knockoff that's using a lid or a name.
Okay.
Sorry. A lot of companies on Amazon are having that problem, and that's neither here or there. You just got to be careful of who you're getting them from. If you're going to go online and order, I'd say go to the company. If I do understand correctly, you can find them in some stores, but that's here and there. I think they're trying to get out there more. They just haven't quite made that transition totally. But I know if you order directly from the company and you order $100 worth of product, they ship free and they ship everywhere. So, I mean, why not use it?
Right. Let me just jump in real quick. Leanne said you can support your local YouTuber and buy from their codes for your lids. Do you have anything like that on your channel? Or
I don't as of right now. I have a feeling if I'm trying to work into that so that it can be provided as well. And I don't know if maybe the company, because when we do our live giveaway, the company, I think he's the president of the company. He's going to be on our live chat with us. So who's to say they don't offer something out that way or whatever? But as of right now, I don't. Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just ask Leanne, since I didn't want to, if you had them, I didn't want to go anywhere else. She mentioned, I don't know if she has them on hers or not, because I know she has some kind of affiliate link or whatever. So Leanne, if you have something like that, just mention it in the comments, because I think people are interested. I don't have a problem with people telling what they got and what they're able to do. So
well, especially if it's a better product. I mean, if it's a product that's going to help you out, why not do it?
Oh yeah. And if you can help some of your fellow YouTubers that you follow, and man, I'm all about that. I really enjoyed the people I've met on here, and
yes,
if I can help them out, I'd much rather help them out than Walmart, which you help them out anyway, but anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
But I'll give you a quick rundown of the companies. So this company is a family that was in the Ukraine. Okay. When they transplanted over here to the US a few years ago, it was just before COVID, or the C word hit, sorry.
Right.
And the shortages started happening. Well, they're a canning family. So they had interest into the community. And as time went on, they finally got tired of not being able to have the supply out there. So they thought, why don't we just do our own thing, make our own lids, and help this community out? Because what I'm trying to get people to understand is that the other companies that are out there previously, they're primarily almost all owned by one company. That one company has decided to only provide product, and this is not just me saying this is actually written in emails or in information put out there. They opted to go with the big box stores instead of all of the locations that they previously had supplied for canning supplies. So it was a money thing for them. That's what it come down to. So part of the shortage in supply was due to their marketing and distribution choices. It wasn't because we as canners were sucking all the supply away. So this company stepped up. They went ahead and did it. They're based out of Florida. The product itself is made in China, but it's gone through a very high quality standard monthly, to my understanding. The family's over there double checking quality, making sure the supply is correct, making sure everything's handled the way it's supposed to. By next year, I think it's 2023, they're intending and moving in the direction of all of their operation being in the United States. So they are trying to move to that direction. So they get criticized a lot because their product's made in China, but at the time they had to go with where it was available, and metal became a shortage during the Big C. So And then my other thing I throw out there to people too is that they'll throw out the, oh, it's made in China, I want to buy it in the US. I get that and I support that 100%. But you can't sit there and say that you don't go to the store on a daily basis and almost everything is made in China or somewhere else. So look at what the product provides. Is it safe? Does it do what it's supposed to? And is there issues with the quality? And in this case, there isn't. So that's where I'm at with it.
Well, and I understand that. If we knew where everything come from, we'd probably all get sick about it. But when it comes right down to it, if they got companies in the U.S., then they're supporting U.S. citizens.
Right.
I mean, I worked for Nissan years ago, back when I was a kid, basically before I got married, and worked for them. And they are, you basically, when you get on their property, you're walking into a different country.
Right.
What they say, and
but
they were still supporting no telling how many thousands of United States, which I guess other people in other countries are just like you and me, right?
Sorry. Yes, right.
They got bonehead governments just like we do.
Yeah, they do.
I apologize if y'all don't like my terminology, but I mean, we all do. I mean, every country has some kind of craziness going on, and the citizens are just trying to live their lives. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live my life and enjoy life, but I don't want to get off on all that. I get upset, Tony. And I had my Louisiana LaRue going this morning to pep me up. And
I heard it when I was sitting there waiting. I was like, now I should have been here a half hour early just to catch the show.
Hey man, I had to get it going on sometimes before I
heard that
before I come on. Look,
excuse me.
Those of you that I've missed, Orby Story, I see you come in, and then I've seen quite a few. Got Andale coming in, Stephen coming in, Katie from Mayfield Ranch. I can't remember. There's a bunch. This Belt Loop. Belt Loop. I cannot remember your name. I just started following Belt Loop, but I'll just call you Belt Loop. You've been over there to check him out?
I've seen him in a couple chats, and I like the way, I like his thinking. I like the way he goes about things. So
anyway, there's quite a few people that's come on here lately. Roberta, hold on just a second. I've seen Roberta up here come in, and Sherry and Tony and Joni, and just a bunch of people. I'm not trying to ignore you. Mitchell is coming in. Shannon, Jaws, journey along with Shannon. I think they may be traveling back on their way back over there to Houston. But Jen come in. Just a bunch of people has come in. I don't want to ignore you or anything like that, but I do want Tony to have time to tell his story and tell about Jam It Up. So get back after. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're fine. So in addition to those prizes that I listed out, there's also going to be weekly prizes, and those dates are already pre-selected. You can go onto my channel into the collaboration introduction or notification, and it'll spell all this out. But each week we then going to have 2 giveaways. It'll be for a book, a canning book, whether it's the Complete Guide to Canning, a ball book, So Easy to Preserve, which is another book, and also a sleeve of jars. Now, none of these are donated. These items are all purchased by me. The sleeves of lids are going to be in the size of 50 lids, and it'll vary either regular mouth or wide mouth lids. Again, so that's 2 prizes a week. Could be 2 different winners. Conceivably, I could see maybe one person winning, but the theory is that 2 prizes are going out. Right. In addition to that, at the end on the 30th, we're going to take all the collaborators in this. We're going to put them into a drawing, and they have a chance to win also a 7-quart steam bath can too. So that'll be a little different that way. The channels that are in here, there's 31 of them. Like I said, they ranged from small, they range to medium to bigger channels. Years of experience on YouTube goes from new to been there for 10, 15, 20 years. The genres crisscross over. I mean, we got gardeners, we've got kitchen people, we got cooks, we got canners, we got homesteaders, farmers, you name it. I mean, there's all different kinds in there. So I was very happy with the way this turned out. The crossover is great. The sizes are great. The channels are great. It's working out. So I'm really happy with this. And a lot of people ask me why I did it this way. And anybody that's watched me on any of the live streams, I've just basically said, and this is my honest feeling, I'm trying to do what I can to try to get this community to cross over with each other so that we all are a resource to each other. That's the point behind it.
And I love it. I love all the different, you learn so much from so many different people. And not only that, you just get to meet different people, good people, just because somebody don't do exactly what you do,
right.
They're still good people. They're still people that you want to be friends with and associate with. But, again, I interrupted Tony. I am so sorry. Go ahead, Tony.
No, you're fine. No, I think that's basically it. I mean, I got out what I wanted to. I just want to tell everybody we start tomorrow. My video will start, I think it's 8:30 Pacific Daylight Time. Then another one will come out shortly thereafter. That'll be the 2 videos for the day. Just watch every video. Make sure you comment, because the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. And then when you go after these channels, share, like, and if you like the content, subscribe to them, because they're great channels. So that's basically my thing. So, if you got any questions, I'm here for a little bit longer. So if you have any questions, go for it.
Yeah. If y'all have any questions, type them in the chat. Kevin Fishes, I just want to say hello to you. If you got questions, just put them in the chat, and we'll do what we can. Y'all, we got to be on our best behavior now. Rochelle, come in. You know how she's a stickler for good behavior. But yeah, Tony has said something about having some children or something, having to take them to school, something about you. Anyway, his schedule got kind of mixed up this morning, and Chuck and Chad.
My wife normally is here. I mean, we both do this, but she had to take a friend down to the hospital for a doctor's appointment, so she's not here to help. That's where the problem came in. Right.
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about, Leanne. I'm having a hard time. You know me, I can't keep up with nothing. And I'm trying to listen and then also look at the chat. And hold on, I think, let's see, does making lemon butter count? Going to try and make some tomorrow. Not real sure what lemon butter is, but I'm
not sure what lemon. If it's what I think it is, it's kind of like apple butter or pear butter or peach butter, and so it's more of a thicker consistency. It's something you'd slap on toast and butter and have a great day at it. I think that's what she means.
Okay, it makes sense now that you say it like that. I mean, apple butter. I know what apple butter is. I've been to Tennessee. Seemed like everywhere.
Right. You got it. But I think she's in Australia. If she is, that would make sense at the lemon butter, because I think they use it quite often over there.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Annette is from down under. I don't know, Perth or something. I don't know all my land. I don't know my whatever you call it.
I think so.
Hey, Deborah. Good.
I call them all my friends across the pond. That's what I call them.
Friends across the pond. I got you.
Yeah.
So pretty much everybody that's in the collab is already in the collab. You're going to set, are you going to have one video a day, or are you going to have 2 videos a day?
Other than the first day, it will be one video a day.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's in the scheduling. You run down to the bottom line, and people, have their own things going on, and then they finally get back to you, which, and that's basically what had happened.
Right.
And I actually, here's the humorous part about this. Being a small channel, I didn't expect this to blow up like it did. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
The push I got to do it was well pushed, and primarily Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse, then Casey and Steven over at Mr. Boots and Boots and Bounty Homestead and a couple others. They pushed in that direction. So this is where this originates from. Okay. That being said, being a small channel, I didn't expect it to blow up. I had 31 channels in 7 days. That just blows me away. Okay.
People
my Noodle November collaboration.
Yeah,
they were, but I have a Noodle November collaboration. I think I got 2 spots left doing it the same format. These channels want on, they want to get involved, they want to participate. It's just getting out there and getting people to know about it, I think, is the biggest thing.
I think that's it. If people don't know, if I had never heard of it, then I wouldn't be interested. But once I hear of it or see it, then of course, I want. So the more people that you can get to put it out there, the more interest that you'll involve. Look, this question here, I have a jam question. Are there certain berries or fruit that does not work well for jams, jellies? And I
don't think there, for me to give you a list, I can't. Okay. But primarily most berries and fruits work in a jam, jelly, preserve setting, depending on how you make it. I mean, so that's something you have to research, because there are some things that don't work and there are some things that do work. I'll give you an example real quick. One of the channels that are in the collaboration, Vicky's Country Home, she tried a coffee jelly, and that's more, it sounds odd and people might be not sure about it, but you have to watch it, because coffee has a natural tendency to break down pectin, which then does not allow it to set up that well. And so she even went as far as to buy a special pectin just for that recipe, and it still didn't set up the way she wanted to. My point I'm trying to get to is that there's going to be some things that don't work out. The odds are is that it will work in something, whether it's a jam, jelly, or preserve. So usually almost all of them will work.
Or syrup or something like that. But my
there are other things you can do,
right. What I would suggest is if you have the ability, just make a small amount. Don't try and fill up your pantry with some kind of jam or jelly that you're not sure of. Just use test and for trying. Oh, Leanne, she's a stickler for all them rules now. She's a believer.
I'm right with her.
I know you are.
I think if you are, especially if you're starting out and don't know, it's better to go to the recipes that have been tried and through the process. They know whether they're going to work or not. So,
right, and they know what works, but also not only what works, but what is safe. So you don't get all sick and everything. Nobody wants to get sick. Ain't got time for that. Everybody's too busy to get sick. But I have made some. I'm not a big jam or jelly person. We just don't need a whole lot of that here at the Lee household. Every now and then we'll do it. My mama used to always make it, so I never had to make it a whole lot. She always made what was called Mayhaw jelly. And go ahead. Bless me.
That's funny you said that, because I had never heard of that before until looking in this collaboration on what I would want to make. And can you repeat that, please? Mayhaw is one that a lot of people are talking about now, and I'd never heard of it before. So I learned something new as well this time around.
My mama makes it, or used to make, before she got, she's getting some age. She's got a lot of health problems now, so she don't do any of that anymore. But used to, she'd make so much, and we almost hated going over there because we was going to leave with several jars. You couldn't tell her no. You was bringing it home whether you wanted it or not. But I probably
the other thing though, you made a comment that I want people to kind of think about. You said, you guys don't eat a lot of jam and jelly there at the house. I make on average 25 to 30 jams a year. Now, I don't sit here and eat a bunch of toast and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's not what we do with it, because people get stuck into that thought process that that's what it's all for. I use it for desserts. I use it on meats as a glaze or part of a sauce. I use it for different vegetables. I'll put stuff together. There are so many ways you can use jams and jellies and preserves that people just don't get out of that box of it's for toast and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Well, we put some like in meatball, sometimes put them like in like a crock pot with meatballs if we got some kind of event or something, because it's very, very easy to put some kind of grape jelly or something in there, and it gives it a different flavor.
But think about what you're saying, though. I mean, let's look at just as a simple example. Instead of doing grape jelly, why not do raspberry jam?
Right.
Why not do pepper jelly? Why not do something else? All I'm trying to say is that you can vary your flavors and differences just even in the practice you use.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm trying to catch up here. Louisiana Mayhaw Festival. I knew I seen it over here in Marion, Louisiana. Is in May every year. Okay.
Right.
I don't know where that is, and I grew up in Louisiana, but I have no clue where that is. I like the thought that what you're putting out, especially with this collab, is that you get so many different ideas from so many people.
Right.
That you never would have thought of, like what you was talking about, putting the different jams and jellies and flavors and kind of mix and match and a whole lot of stuff. And being from the South, I'm in Mississippi, so I'm 1,000 miles or more away from where you live.
Right.
And of course, that's with a lot of these folks on here. We're in all different parts of the country and world even. And
right.
But it gives you, like, I made a silly video called Mater Gravy. To us, we grew up eating that. We grew up, me and my wife both. She was raised in Mississippi. I was raised in Louisiana, and we grew up eating that. And that was just like a meal that when you didn't have nothing else, you just threw it together. You had a quick meal,
right.
And it's good. We like it. Well, I thought it was just kind of a silly. Most of mine are just silly videos, but put it on there, and it was amazing to me how many people had never even heard of it.
Yeah, my wife, her dad is from Virginia, and he every once in a while wanted Mater gravy, and I was like, "What is that?" And so I get what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It does taste good. I just never had heard of it before.
I just learned something. Belt Loop is from Rankin County. I pastor a church up in Richland. Just a little bit. I don't think Richland is Rankin County. You're going to have to let me know something. Belt Loop, we have to get together sometime. But we'll talk about that later. Sweet King said, I made homemade habanero jelly last year. Mixed in bell peppers, flavor, cottage brie cheese. Also had that. Lydia, I made Mater gravy, and you mix Mater gravy with or tomatoes with flour, and you're going over. I made homemade habanero jelly, mixed with topped it on a brie cheese, and wrapped the flavor up to just the right temperature. And you're shaming me, Lydia. You're shaming me. No, I'm just kidding. I like Lydia. Lydia's a good girl. Y'all need to get over here and blow her channel up too.
Yes, good channel.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is well. How you doing, Backlash? It's good to see you, my friend. I normally see Backlash over on like every now and then I see him on Shane's Great Farmer Freelance. Rustic, I think he's on Rustic a good bit, and maybe Hog Gear, Cody. I see him on several of those channels like that, and Outdoors with Big Matt. I think I've seen him on there a few times. Just a lot of different places, but Tomato gravy sounds good.
Excuse me.
Look, I finally changed my channel leak. That's right. She passed the 100 loop.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Uh,
I'm struggling to get over 300, so I know the feeling. I've been too short for it seems like a week, so I get it.
Hey, Bill, Luke, when I get off here, I'm going to email you. Okay, if your email's on your about page, I'm going to email you, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Because that just is curious. Excuse me. I like to meet people close to home, and that's not too far. He said he tries to share the love. All right, I'm sorry. I got squirreled,
No.
Tony.
I don't have anything else. I think I got the gist of it out there. If anybody has any questions, please go over to my channel. There's a collaboration announcement. It has all the information in it. My video that comes out tomorrow, look in the description box. It'll have the same information. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email or something like that, and I gladly will answer them. So,
good deal. Well, tell me something else. Now, what I've seen on your channel is you've done a lot of cooking. I've seen you do. You like to can things. Just from what I get, there's a whole lot of things that I know that you do, but
right.
What's your goal here? You want to just share your knowledge?
Basically, when I started this channel, it was to put somewhere to memorialize the recipes I use. That a lot of family coming by wanting a recipe for this, a recipe for that. And my kids are 9 and 12, so at some point they're going to want the recipes and how did I cook certain things. So I just figured it was easier to do that. As I got into it and I got more involved and really became friends with a lot of people. Leanne's a great example of it, who were willing to help me with the little transitions that I needed to work on to try to get myself moving. I felt like it wasn't just that this community held on to me, it's that they hugged me. That's what I keep telling everybody. That's the way it felt. I felt like, if I had a question, I could get an answer. And I'm moving myself into different genres as well. I'm starting to garden this year. I have different questions in regarding to, how do you make your homestead better from what you have available, things like that. So in the end of it, as I go along, I've got 4 lines that I use in my motto. Number 1 is be smart. You have to be smart what you're doing. Is this going to benefit me? Is it not? I know that like jam and jelly and preserves aren't something that people would think as a staple in, say potatoes or meat or something. But after a certain amount of time, if something happens, I can make something that's going to make that taste different each time I make it so that I don't become stale on what I'm eating every day. Okay. Second thing is think ahead. I always got to be looking at what can I put away? What are the prices doing? What's the shortages out there? Things like that. And I also got to in the be smart and think ahead. And in my realm and what I do, I always try to make sure it's something that's going to be done safely. That's not going to hurt anybody. That's my goal. Okay. In the next step of that is prep food or meals with ease. Okay. I'm not out there to make this a 4-hour long dinner that I got to put together. If I can slap together in 10 minutes, I'm telling you, I'm going to figure out the way to do that. Okay.
Hey, that's the way to go too. Cause especially in the life that we live nowadays, seems like everything's always on the go.
Right. Hey, and then hi, Pineapple. The last thing in that of the 4 is preserve. We need to be preserving traditions, lifestyles, and ways to make sure that we're around for the next however many years. So if you put all those things together, that's basically what my channel is trying to be about. I'm tackling them in a little different way. Right now I'm doing a lot of ease cooking. I'm moving into canning now as far as videos coming out. So as time goes, we'll just evolve. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
And that's, I think that's what most people do when they first start out. They have maybe an idea, and then they get to watching and getting to meet other people and realizing that there's some they have some things in common and things that they like and things that they want to try. Right. and they just keep branching out a little bit further, a little bit further. Hey, man, I got rabbits now of all that.
Yeah,
I'd have never had rabbits. I wouldn't have joined you two.
No, I mean, but when we started with the thought process of gardening. I full on went into this with the idea of gardening and then preserving what I garden. Okay. Right. The garden didn't work out. I'm here to tell you it failed. It was a huge failure, but it didn't stop me from the canning part of it. So as I'm doing that more often, and now I'm going in my 6th, 7th year, whatever it is, the gardening's turning into a different situation. We've downscaled what we were going to do. We're trying things that fit more to the climate we're in. We live in a weird climate. This is the first week I'm actually able to put stuff in the ground. Most people have had stuff in the ground for months.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we have down
that
here.
was the biggest struggle I've had to have. Yeah, but I mean, I'm hearing people talking about big, huge broccoli and cabbage, and I haven't even stuck it in the dirt yet. I mean, there's differences,
Yeah.
Point being is that, things are different. And I agree with what you said. We're transitioning. I'm learning more information. I'm talking to people, and step by step, we'll get the gardening thing figured out. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Brampton up there. And she has some, when I generally have like flowers, questions, I'll go to either her or Nicole Smith. I think it's Nicole Smith. I generally go to either one of them. I look to their channels because they're very knowledgeable in that kind of stuff. Right. And then,
but I mean, it's sorry.
No, go ahead.
All I was going to say is that, I mean, I have 3 people that I talk, or 2 people, other people that I've talked to, Lisa over at Yogi Hollow Farms and Tammy over at Mountain Grandma. Okay. We all live basically in the same zone, but Lisa's like almost 6,000 feet. I'm at almost 2,000 feet, and Tammy, I think, is 4 to 5, somewhere in there. While we all live in the same zone, theoretically, our elevations are so different, so our growing is so different as well.
Right.
It's my time, though, just so you know. I gotta go.
Oh, I'm so. I got sidetracked. Tony, I really appreciate you coming on and tell us. Look, Jam It Up June starts tomorrow. Got 31 days in June.
Yep.
Do we got? No, we don't. We got
30 days, but I have 31 channels.
Yeah, because you got 2 tomorrow. You got yours, and it's going to start at 8:30 Pacific, which would mean that'd be 6:30 our time, right? No, it'd be 10:30 our time.
No, the other way, 10:30 your time. Yeah,
10:30. So it'd be 10:30 Central Time, and so y'all go check it out. And every day there's going to be a video out, and they can find this. I guess because there's some. I'm very computer illiterate, Tony, but I'm just assuming they can either go to your channel and find the ones that are going to be putting out their videos, or right. Does that make sense?
So 2 things in the description box on my announcement video or the one that comes out tomorrow. There will be a list of all the channels included and a link to their channels. As they download their videos, I'm going to input it into a playlist. So then you can go into my playlist and look up Jam It Up June collaboration, and it'll take you right to the channels and their videos if they've posted one.
Right, I got you. Okay, and I think the more people that hears about it, the more people will be looking for it too, and they'll see. Because I know I've seen when I done a collaboration with Leanne, and I didn't have a clue, and I would see different ones, Decan or not. What was it? Decan or not Decan or something like that, and
right.
And I started seeing those videos pop up in my recommendation page. People I'd never even heard of, So
right.
I'm assuming it'll show up.
But
like
that's
that.
the good thing, is that that's how we're helping each other grow up, or grow as well, is to spread them out that way. So, I mean, I could have just left it and said, here's the list, go to it. But I think the playlist helps everybody, and it draws you to their channels so that you are able to have happen what did to you, which is where they're populating into your page, and maybe you'll take a look at them.
Right.
So.
And now you got those people in your chat. That's right. That's right. And that's good. Yep. Hey, and I'm thankful for it. I worry about it because I'm the most boring person in the world, but I do like to get together with folks and talk. And Tony, I'm sorry. I know you're trying to get out of here, and I don't want to keep.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Thank you. I appreciate the time and the chance and everybody's question and information.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking the time, and I got a little bit more time than I expected out of you, so that's a good thing. And if anybody has any questions, y'all can go to Tony's channel at Kettle Kitchen and find out all the information you need.
Yep. So I'll go ahead and hop off. Thank you again.
Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, we got a few minutes left, and Tony, we'll see you. Be careful out there.
All right. Will do.
We got a few minutes left, and Andale comes on after we do. She comes on at 10 o'clock Central, which is 11 o'clock over there with her. And then after that, Danny Days comes on at 11. And I know, you can't spend your entire day on YouTube. You just got to spend my part of the day on YouTube. But you are the least born. You don't know too many people, do you? But anyway, at 11 o'clock Central, Danny Days comes on, and they got something else. I'm having a hard time keeping up with everybody. I just am. Most time I just have to go to my reminders on this. But look, let me get serious with you, since I only have a few minutes. Tony was supposed to be here, and he said he couldn't make it but about 15, 20 minutes or so because he had to go. And then something happened. He was able to rearrange, so he was able to stay a little bit longer than he originally had planned. And I planned on just throwing up a live stream link and letting y'all just hop on and fill out the rest of the thing. But I don't have that much time. Let me tell you what's going on. Some of you may have noticed, and I'm not going to get into details, but some of you may have noticed I put a thing on my community page. I was having a y'all know me. Yeah, now I can be crotchety, whatever. I can fuss and all that, and I don't intend to. But oh, I'm sorry, Jesse. I just seen this. But anyway, I had a bad day, a bad weekend, I don't have many of those. I don't. I live in my own little world. I have peace. Me and my wife, we get along. We love one another. We kiss. When at my house, we have peace. We just do. We settled that long, long time ago. Hold
Amen.
On. Unless he pops in. And then when something happens that disrupts that peace, it just throws me in a loop. And I don't like that. I don't like me allowing anything to get to my head like that. But some of y'all reached out, and I appreciate that so much. And so many of y'all, that's what this community is about, picking a brother up. And I needed picking up because I was about down. But I'm better now. The problem hadn't gone away. We still got the issue, still got the I don't know what. I'm not going to tell you what's going on. I know you want to know, but I'm not going to do that because it's not necessary. You don't need to know. But the problem hadn't gone away, but my mentality, my attitude has changed, and a lot of that is because of you all and because of your ability to pick me up. Tell you something else. My son called me. I can't remember what day it was. Saturday? Was it Saturday? No, it was Sunday. Sunday of all times. I'm in the church mode on Sundays. He had to go to town. He's wanting to get geckos and do all kind of stuff, which I don't care. I would do, I let him do whatever he wants to, as long as it don't. That's right. Attitude adjustment. That's what my dad always used to tell me, Ann. But anyway, he calls me and he says, Daddy. And he starts explaining it the way he does to try and convince me to do something. I missed whatever Cody said. Let me back up because I'm not going to keep a garden going in Texas. Anyway, he called me and he said, Daddy, he went up to get geckos at the pet store. He said they was getting out of the car and somebody said, hey, y'all want some rabbits? And he looked over there. A couple was over there and they had like 5 rabbits. And so he called me and, of course, convinced me that I needed these rabbits, even though I didn't have any place to put them. And I said, well, get me a male and 2 females. And, of course, they come home with 4. His little girlfriend brought home 1 too. And but it's at our house. Anyway, he brought these rabbits home. I don't have a place for them. I went out there yesterday after all the kids left. We had everybody over for Memorial Day, started building the cage. So I'm going to have to get on that today. And y'all, my mind has been so scattered here over the last several days. I want you to know it really has, but I'm doing better. Y'all, I can rest easy. My day has been made. Andrea has visited the chat today. Y'all, I like Andrea. I probably aggravate her more than anybody else on YouTube because I just do. I just like her. I like her attitude. I like her just the way she allows me to pick on her, and she picks right on back. And Andrea, I'm just going to let you know, one of them rabbits is going to be named Taco. It's going to be named Taco. I've got a lot of other suggestions from all of y'all too. Information. Hey, that's cool to know. I'm going to need some information, y'all. I have scatter days all the time. I do too. I noticed the goatee. Somebody must have mentioned a goatee. Hold on. I got to get back up here. Andrea, it has to be. Let's see. Hold on. I missed it. Super late. Digging for hell. I see it. I see it. Chuck is so country that even he has chicken at Tennessee. And I got another video. I got some guineas. 2 guineas. I'm telling you, we had 2 chickens. We've had 2 pigs. We've had guineas. We only had the 1 deer. There it is. That's the one I didn't even know. I don't know. Is this called a goatee? Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm going through a midlife crisis or something. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we having animals all kind coming to church. Boots, Mr. Boots is here. I think I did see that. Yeah, Noah's Ark. Pair them up, Noah. That's happening again. We need some rain, though. Maybe they'll gather up and the rain will come. What was I talking about, y'all? It's that Andrea got me sidetracked. It's Andrea's fault. I'm telling you. Andrea gets me sidetracked all the time. There's Shane. The most inspiring man on YouTube. He always calls me the funniest man on YouTube. I'm gonna call him the most inspiring man because he's a pick me upper. He's always talking about lifting channels up. Hey, Ann, we'll be there in just a minute. Ann starts hers in about 8 minutes, and we're gonna shut her down. And love for everybody to go over there and check out. At least say hello to Ann. And because she's, hey, Jesse, what is she? What do you call her? the sweetest flower of the South or something like that. And she really is. She's a good person. She's a booster too to everybody. She helps everybody. We just went from it's already too hot outside to be out. Yeah, Texas is hot. I don't know how y'all live over there. Y'all crazy over there. Y'all some crazy folks over there. But hey, I tell you what, a Texan is a Texan through and through. It's their own little country over there. They love their Texas community. And I understand that, because I got kinfolk over there. Thank you, Shannon. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, that's because I'm not in the South. Yeah. Yeah, it gets hot over there in Texas, but it don't matter how hot it is. Them folks ain't leaving. They ain't leaving. They love, Shannon. You ask people like Shannon or Lazy Days, isn't Texas the armpit? I don't know what that means, but you trying to stir up trouble, Lydia. Hog deer. Cody is over there, and Nick with Multi Hunter 247. It's its own civilization. You right. They love it over there, and it's nice. It really is. That I didn't live in probably the best place that you could live when I lived over there. I lived just on the east side of Houston, and it was so busy. I hated all the busy. When I think I remember that, Lydia. I'm glad you remember that. I can't remember who said that. Was it Jesse? May have said it. Yeah, I was. My phone kind of quit on me the other day because I was trying to. Who's live with Danny? Danny and Jesse was doing something on their live, and they was picking on me, and I couldn't do nothing about it because I was on the road. And I finally pulled over and shut the truck off, and my phone got too hot. I couldn't get on the live and defend myself like I needed to. Anyway, let's see. Jesse's been putting up link, and listen, I can't remember who I got as mods on here. I really don't, but I know Jesse more than likely. Jesse is one, and I got Steven, I think, is one. And I got a bunch of them, but I don't remember who they are, and I can't see them on here. But I do appreciate y'all putting these links, and the sweetest northern bellflower of the north. Wait a minute. Yeah, you are a mod, Andrea, and you dragging in here at the last minute. Robot Chuck tried to make his appearance. Yeah. Yeah, Andrea, you come in. Yeah, I give you this great responsibility. Put it in your hands. Laid it out there for you, just with a bow even. I bowed down before you, and I handed out this mod position to Andrea from Digging for Health to give me this great orange oil recipe to kill my fire ants. And she drags in at the last minute. I tell you what, I was in a good mood, and then that happened. I hear the preacher. Amen. Hey, you want to see something? This is my preaching finger. I point that, and I point that, and sometimes in Blenders, they get on to me because they tell me I'm pointing the wrong finger. I don't even notice it, but I do. Yeah, they're over there in California. Well, look, guys, I do appreciate all of y'all coming in. I have a hard time. Yeah, isn't that the truth, Jennifer? I do that, and I don't mean to. I'm not. It just comes out, when I'm pointing like that and blending. They get. Yeah, I better get that finger in sure. Blending gets so embarrassed when I do it, but I don't mean anything by it. I just wonder why people get up and storm out. I thought it was just because something I was preaching. But look, I appreciate all of y'all coming by. You got a couple minutes. You can go use the bathroom, go powder your nose, and get you something to drink, get you a cup of coffee. And Nick, I appreciate you coming by so much. And all of y'all, is that my weed pulling finger? Y'all, go by and see Andale. And then if you got time, stick around and check out old Danny Days. And all these channels on here got some good content. The Preacher Finger. That's right. I'm going to have to do a song on the Preacher Finger. Got to get back into that. I got to get back motivated, y'all. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Probably never have the words to explain how much I do, but I do very, very much. And we'll catch up with y'all down the road. We'll see y'all later.